This is a Head Hawk Tour. In case you think the thumbnail of this video looks a bit off, well, it's because there's no actual packaging. Someone by the initials of JC sent me this. Not this JC, more like this JC. Well, at least one of the individuals in the Alpha Sigma Beta fraternity at Yale. How will this unreleased string from Head turn out to the average consumer like you and me? Well, let's find out after you hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell for more original tennis content. Without further delay, this is the Head Hawk Tour tennis string review. The weird thing about getting an unreleased string from a non-manufacturing source is that I really don't even know what the specs really are. But if I had to guess, based on stringing this up, I think this is definitely a cold poly that's round, and it has a slight slickness on the surface. But from the baseline, I was glad to see that it had no break-in period to be required, although this may seem like it lacked in topspin potential from the baseline. When you accelerated through the ball at near max speed, the string has absolutely massive spin potential. I honestly think that this string rivals that of the Solinco Hyper G, and easily surpassing the Yonex Poly Tour Pro, only if you swing out on the ball. If you're unconfident on the topspin baseline shot, there is a chance that this ball will sail long. On all parts of the string bed, I felt the consistent response I would desire in any type of poly. Also, I have nothing to complain about on the slices, launch angle, and depth. At the net, this was also a near excellent poly, a common trend in the past few string reviews, which is pretty good. And as for the serves, it was also near perfect. The flat serves were accurate, fast, and heavy. The slice serves gave a lot of opponents trouble, and the kick serves were great, especially given it's a slicker round poly. Also, this string lasted well over 6 hours on court for straight hitting. But let's see the tension maintenance of this string. So I strung the Head Hawk Tour at 50 pounds, according to ERT 300. It's at 33 DT. It translates to only 48 pounds using this converter. So a little bit on the lower side to start with, but I think it is because it's a little bit softer for a poly. We'll see how this plays on court. After about 6.5, maybe even 7 hours on court straight hitting, Head Hawk Tour's at 30 DT, which is a surprisingly 44 pounds. So even after hitting a good amount on court, it only dropped a few pounds in terms of tension, according to the ERT 300. So good job, Head. Overall, there are so many pros for this string, but let's talk about the negatives after you follow me on twitch.tv/Mark_Sanson. Come hang out.
Listen, Matt. Solid.
There are only 3 negatives I have for this string. The first one is the aforementioned topspin potential. You really need to swing out on the topspin ground strokes to unlock the topspin potential for this string. I'm not saying that slow swinging individuals won't get anything out of this string, but to get the most out of this for topspin from the baseline, you really have to be confident, set your feet, and just go for it. Otherwise, the ball will probably land a little bit longer than expected sometimes. Second, this string is kind of in a weird place as it's around poly. I feel like it tries to please both the soft poly fans and the stiff poly fans. I want to see the string on one side or the other because it feels a little weird at times. I think the string would be even greater with topspin potential if it was just a little bit stiffer, and I think this would be a very comfortable poly all around if it was just a little bit softer. And lastly, I think the string did feel hollow sometimes. I think this could be remedied if they tweak the stiffness one way or the other. Well, what do you guys think? Have you tried the unreleased Head Hawk Tour yet? Doubt it, but if you did, would you say that I hit the sweet spot or did I completely shank this? Let me know in the comment section below, or better yet, join my Discord. This string playtest was with my customized Solinco Whiteout 305 16x19, and it was initially strung at 50 pounds, and this string was the 17 gauge. And as always, happy hitting.